What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pocket Gloving, Glover's Review, Episode 4. My name is Matt, aka Vioh, and today we're going to be checking out my profile live. I got some new stuff that I'd like to go through, as well as maybe I can scroll back even further and see where we can go from there. So let's jump right into it. So here's my little profile. Everyone enjoys it. Welcome, welcome. And I figured we'll just kind of jump around a little bit and check it out. So we'll go with this first one just because it's outside of the ordinary. It's a little bit of an R&B cover, and I thought it was great. I wish I would have hit drum pockets a little bit differently, but let's check it out. We'll have to start it. Let me start that over.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
There it is. Not bad, not bad. Overall, I really enjoyed the beat on this one. The way that the music just kind of swung was just amazing. And overall, I thought I did well trying to venture out a little bit more and try things that I'm not necessarily very comfortable with. And so that's where you saw I was trying to set every finger out individually for a finger roll. And I think I did okay. I was trying to hit the beginning, try to hit a little bit of musicality there, which I did all right. But that late clap that you hear at the back end, that's really the consistent spot that I'm trying to hit. And that's where I slow down finger rolls and bring it around a little bit more. I kept this stuff really simple because I believe that the song was beautiful in its simple manner. The way that you're able to get so much swing and emotion drawn out, but it's a simple drum pattern and melody that's just highlights the singer's voices very well. But that simplistic beat is what made me want to try and keep it really simple. So that's where you mostly just see finger rolls here, just trying to hit them as smooth as I can. Trying to be as smooth as that Tennessee whiskey. But the only issue is I can't rewind with this. But as you saw when I was doing my over and under finger roll, I didn't know what I wanted to do to get out of it. And so that's where you kind of see me just struggle into the bird, whatever we call this. But it wasn't bad.
Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
Framing's good. I'm in the center of the screen. Lighting looks really good. These are my Candy Creation 5 chips that I'm using in this one. They show up really well, but you definitely have to have a bright background. That's really notice my room is brighter than usual on this one. But yeah, thought it was awesome. Check out the next one.
Oh my God. Can I sing to you?
Another R&B.
Yours, mine, ours. I could do this for hours. Sit and talk to you for hours. I wanna give you your flowers and some champagne showers. Order shrimp and lobster towers. But it's me that gets devoured. Ooh, when you do what you do, I'm empowered. You give me a superpower. Together the world could be ours. You sit me up on the counter. Instantly it's thunder showers. Storming for a couple hours. When we finish, take a shower. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours. Oh my God. Can I sing?
Not bad. overall, I didn't feel there was a whole lot of purpose in these moves. Um, they were moving and I was on beat for the most part, but I didn't feel like I captured any emotion that we get from the song. One of the reasons I like R&B is just because like falling back in those drum pockets. It's almost like the beat's gonna come in too late, but it lands right there, buttery smooth. And that's what I'm trying to encompass in this, but I just didn't feel like I hit it very well. Like that right there, that the beat comes in, she starts singing, and I could have made that probably more of a power move, but you can see it was an offbeat kind of just little dimpy. You know, that's where when you're making moves, give them purpose. Speaking to another Glover, he talks a lot about power moves and he takes a lot of inspiration from crumping and things like that. Like finding a way to contextualize it so that you're able to add emotion into your shows is what's going to allow them to soar. That's what people enjoy watching. Being able to control your flow and pacing is going to be a lot more than any technical details that you get stuck with. And so this kind of highlights that to where it's like I'm on beat, I'm doing moves, the moves look pretty good, but there's nothing that stands out. Not only that, the lighting in this video is horrendous, in my opinion. My key light was not bright enough, but overall, it's not a bad show. It bounces around a little bit. Like that. Finger roll's not bad. Yeah, I like this framing here. The biggest issue that I had with that was the way that the lighting kept adjusting. Like when my hands were forward, I liked the way it looked clean and fresh. But as they came out, because it wasn't lit well enough or lit correctly, that's where it kind of you see the autofocus adjust and then it makes everything just kind of blurry and blown out. It's me that gets devoured. Ooh, like there, that framing looks good. Finger rolls a little iffy. But it's like if the lights aren't looking directly in there, I'm almost getting washed out. Instantly thunder showers, storming for a couple hours. When we finish, take a shower. I could do this for hours. But before I shot this, so when I practice my tech, I just kind of just move. I do the same pattern a whole lot, but I'm just moving. And so it doesn't always look clean because I don't have purpose on where I'm going with things. And that's what I did for this. Essentially, if you're not practicing a song well enough to know it and you're just trying to move, you'll move. It's just not going to look as good as it can. I wasn't happy with that. You can really see that tech right there at the end. You can really see I'm struggling to get it in the right spot. Not knowing where I wanted to go. Still trying to smooth and hit beats, but overall, not a bad show. Just I'd say fix the lighting and give a little bit more purpose to the movement. Here's a duet. I enjoyed this.
Do you like conscious?
So this was super dope. I enjoyed her beat immensely. I've never listened to Conscious Bass. I know it was a thing until I found her. So it's definitely an avenue I'm going to be diving into a whole lot more. Um, I think I just enjoyed those long bass notes that are continuous. That and I just thought that was sick. I had fun with this set. So this is my KEK 5 chips again. I have these two fingers. They were on the third mode, so essentially strobe single light or strobe single light, and then these two were on I guess hyper strobe dots, whatever we call them, and these were on actually just strobing, like just, and so that gave the show a lot of texture. It created a lot of weird effects. So there's a specific spot in here where it looks like my hands kind of shake. Almost, I don't know how else to explain it. I'll point it out here in a second. But the opening, I really liked that idea of creaturing. Like if you need a creature, the easiest way is to wave your fingers together, essentially. I don't know how to creature with a shit, but this looks really good. I was gonna keep your fingers together. And like you can walk it up, walk it down. It's good dexterity practice too as well, because you don't want to like open all the way up unless you're trying to, of course. But like trying to keep your feet like these two fingers flat while moving these ones can get kind of rough. You can see my pinkies flexing against each other. That's a great creature application if you need some creatures. Super easy.
Bass music.
Right here, going to the creature movements. So right here, you already saw a little bit of a jiggle. It looks like my hands have a little spasm. I thought it looked actually kind of cool. It doesn't make sense. I'm not sure how it happened. It looks like it shivers, so it almost kind of leans back to that creature thing. Like it looks like it's alive or something. I don't know. I think it's just the strobing, the way it strobes when it moves. Turn the thumbs on right there. Whips. Heck, I love that bass. And so what was nice with that bass feeling very wobbly, the flashing patterns really shine for this. It's not heavy movements, they're not fast. It's a very simple, methodical movement. But what makes it look intense is the strobing effect. And so having my thumbs almost three color dots, they light everything else up. So it's almost like I'm only getting every other frame of my hands, is the way I kind of perceive it. I'm learning pinching. That's the first thing I've learned.
Do you?
I wish it was longer. That one, top tier for me. I enjoyed it. Had a freaking blast shooting it. And as you can see, she enjoyed it. It was awesome to have her reach back out. Pick her out, by the way.
Like conscious.
Where's she at? Scared Snow. Blow her the fuck up, man. She fucking kills it. Tell her I sent you too. Be nuts. Maybe she'll notice me. Here is a buddy of mine. He killed this flow. Absolutely loved it. Had to jump into it. God, this is so bright. Man, little double light show reaction. If I had to pick one of my favorite things about TikTok, it's this. I love flowing with other artists. I need to do it more. But seeing the side by side action, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for that. As far as creators, have somebody doing to where looks like it leads into your side and back. It could be really cool. But I enjoyed this flow a lot. I am a big simp for future bass. Um, I love all of that shit, and it kind of shows here. I felt like my tech was on point. There was plenty of power moves, especially like thumb coming forward and bringing it back. I felt like I hit it all pretty well, and the lighting wasn't bad. I really like that move, by the way. It's like coming together and then opening back up. So which one you want to flow? Here's an overhand. Let's see when you get to underhand. Stop, hit it, and use it too much. Ooh. I wasn't too happy with that. So I don't have a good continuous like infinite finger roll. Like I just don't think it looks very good at all. And this highlights it very well here. That's a creepy face. Like I don't know why my pinkies just always look out of place for me. A little overhand. Real quick, my flail right here. So it's just this. But the flashing pattern that's going, it makes it look 1,000 times cooler. Yeah, you see when I turn my thumbs on because they're full brightness, it lit up the whole room practically. Feel like my tech right there, like I feel it's smooth, it has purpose. I'm hitting the beats I want to hit. That's something I'm learning or trying to figure out. I can ask you guys' opinions. I like the concept of like building things, and so the idea, the move that I do is this, like to be able to hit and hit out, like building boxes, learning it. But I'm trying to find an application for that. So toss some ideas down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Good finger roll tuts, tutting rolls, rolling tuts, tut a lot of ding dong. I don't know what that fucking opening was. Like, oh, finger roll. Wasn't bad though. These last two I were great. That's what made me want to come and check out my TikTok here as opposed to checking old videos out. This one I kind of think might be underrated. I think it deserves more than 52 views. You guys tell me. Oh yeah. So the biggest thing that I like about this one is that the strobe seems to be in sync with the music. So to me, like that, it just made it look like it belonged. I think that's why I liked it so much. Um, this one went bad. I like it. The lighting's really good. I was really surprised because if you notice, so these videos almost defy what I've always said, where I say you need to have certain key lighting to make it look good on at least on TikTok. For some reason, this light color and these flashing patterns, I have no key light. This is a dark room, but it's not blown out at all. So I gotta do a little bit more research on my framing and lighting instead to figure out what's going on exactly. See, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity if I was decent at like pinches or freaking dials. Digits and dials would have been sick right there, I think. Here's an example. I can time it. Oh, I couldn't time it right. Example of lazy gloving for me. So I'm stacking my fingers. This pinky, because I don't normally have the stretch, I've been working on it. I won't get all the way up there like it's supposed to. And you can see it in this. I miss it. I just like tap it. I just tap my fingers against each other as opposed to doing the actual step all the way into it. I was just hitting it and back building. So make sure you take your time, emphasize your moves, see where they need to go, because if you do it right, it's going to make it look 1,000 times better. Start with it really slow. Do one finger at a time if you have to. Really deliberate with it so you're able to speed it up a little bit. Which I still need to work on it. I'm getting better at being able to get that pinky over, but practice makes perfect. Drill, drill, drill. And so this goes back to, I think, episode 2, I mentioned it, flails and flashing patterns. So what I was doing was a 4 petal flail, but because it was such a big gap in the strobes, you miss half or 3/4 of each petal. So it just looks like my hands are just moving like this. And like I'm not really doing anything. I like the way it flashes on my face. Now, I thought this, I don't know why it makes me cheese just looking at it. I thought it looked freaking cool stopping one hand and then getting back into it. And so you see this backhand here, it stops moving for a second and then gets into it. I thought that was cool. So there was just a lot of aspects of this episode that I really, or this TikTok that I did that I freaking loved. And I think it deserves more than 52 views, but hey, I guess the algorithm gods get to decide that. But other than that, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks again for everybody that came through. I'm having people reach out to me about checking their stuff out. So be on the lookout. I think in the next episode or two, we'll be having some special guests on here or at least featuring some different glovers. So again, if you'd like to have me check your stuff out, tag me in it somewhere. Find me on Discord, Worldwide Glovers. Check the description. You'll find all of my social media that's active. Started Twitter back up. I didn't want to, but getting into crypto seems to be the number one place to be at. So anyway, thanks for everyone coming by. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that social media stuff. You've heard it 1,000 times. Much love. Catch you on the next one.